Okay, a warm welcome to everybody who's here. And with me is Mickey. Uh, Mickey, not Mouse. Yeah. Mickey has been an AOM for last 2 years uh, and hosting a lot of walks. Very enthusiastic. And he has decided to host this Jordan trip, which is happening from 24th to 30th October. Yeah. So, Mickey and I will be presenting this. Mickey, would you like to introduce yourself before this?
Hi guys, I'm Mickey Sacha here. So as Bharat said, I belong to the class of 2025. Yeah. So last year, I went through that entire grind which Khaki makes you go through. And since
Mhm.
October 25, I've been hosting walks. So last almost 9 months now, I think I'm hosting some almost 15 odd walks I've been hosting and have had a great time with this
Mhm.
Khaki guys. They're a jolly good bunch. My class of 25 also made some very nice friends. So when Bharat offered this thing, at one of the Khaki Jamborees, I thought I must take this up also as a challenge. Yeah, it's a new experience for me too. Hopefully all goes off well. Yeah.
So, Mickey is especially good with children, but there are no children here. All grown-ups that Mickey has to handle. Yeah, but he is really good with children. Yeah, especially the kiddie walks that
Yeah.
we end up doing. So let's deep dive. I would request everybody to be on mute, okay, so that any background noise does not disturb, other than my mellifluous voice that you're going to hear for the next 40 minutes. Yeah, and you can type out your questions. Um, in the chat box. And if you don't want to type out, I'll take them at the end. So that is not a problem at all. Yeah. So those who are not aware, coming for the first time, Khaki Tours has been conducting walking tours in Mumbai since 2015. And we have gone from strength to strength. Last year, some 22,000 people walked with us on the streets of Mumbai. That's quite a revolution from where we started because there was hardly any walks happening in the city, right? And we started doing international tours in the year 2019, but then COVID hit. And again, from 2024, we picked up again and have been doing roaring. Uzbekistan and Egypt have been the most popular ones, but now I think so. Jordan will be up there. Very, very interesting place to be in, right? So our track record in Mumbai has been stellar. Yeah, as you can see, only 0.15% of people are unsatisfied, and those unsatisfied souls are unsatisfied that they couldn't see ghost on a ghost walk or something of that sort, right? Not essentially because they were unhappy with the curation. Yeah, so barely about 5 people out of 7,660 people have would have said that something is really wrong with us. But that shows the kind of care that we take to ensure that the product is excellent. So, what is a typical Indian group tour like? Everybody wants to eat Indian food. People want to be in large groups, 40 to 57 at times, as much as a bus can accommodate. And there's a lot of sightseeing which happens. Yeah, sightseeing essentially means you go to a place, take a Instagram worthy photographs to show your relatives. That's about it, and not understanding the interest. Taking interest into what things are, what are you seeing, and understanding it in depth. So we don't do any of these. If this is what you're looking for, then you're barking up the wrong tree. Yeah, so you have to get that really right. And who should travel with us? People who are curious to know more. That is something that is very, very keen. You should have an open mind. You need not be history oriented, heritage oriented, whatever art appreciator will convert you. Your ability to mingle is important because this is essentially a group tour and time management. You're as fast as the slowest person. Yeah. So whenever timing is given by Mickey, we request you to be on time for whatever you're doing. Uh, why should you come with Khaki? Because we get best of both worlds, which is GIT plus FIT. Those who are not from the industry, GIT is group inclusive traveler. which typically a Thomas Cook or a Kesari, Veena World would end up doing a group tour with them. But there's a difference. In the evening, you are FIT, which means evening allows you to do something on your own. Now, this is a classic model. In Jordan, it doesn't work because we are at remote locations. Yeah, except for one evening in Amman, which is FIT. Other than that, most of the trips is included. So this is a rare trip because you are in a isolated resort out there in the open, and there's no way you can walk around and have food on your own. You have to have it in the resort. Okay? We try to do offbeat stuff, which is usually not covered by others. There's a local expert guide, really great guy, yeah, Adel Shishani, and yeah, so and there will be a lot of local connect for you to understand how it is meet people wherever we can. We have already been doing tours to all these locations, yeah, from Egypt right up till Vietnam, and many more to come along with Jordan. Yeah, so you can look forward. Many of those who are regulars have actually given a feedback what they want to do, and three of the top destinations which are coming from left to right, I'm going to say, is Morocco, Greece, and Japan, and we'll take that seriously. Yeah. Uh, Tomorrow we have a we are just launched our Indonesia tour, so that also is something that you should be looking at. And simultaneously, if none of the dates match for both of them, there's a Kazakh and a Uzbekistan tour also happening, so you can choose those if whatever we are offering here doesn't fit what you are looking for, right? So Jordan Jaunt, let's start that. This is Amman, the capital, and everything is marked in a particular color because it has to blend with the desert. Yeah, the dust which comes from the desert. So why Jordan? Amazing heritage, landscape, very dramatic landscape, India connections, and of course great food. So all this is there. And how is our Jordan trip different? First of all, like all other places, we end up giving you reading material, which gives you enough time to absorb things because you would have pre-read many things. We try to make things as chronological as possible. We make it simple for you to understand, and those who want to can get into depth. Example, we are going to go to Shobak Castle where we talk about the Crusades. Now, he will explain what are Crusades and everything. But those who want to get into greater depth, of understanding finer aspects of crusade and a Arab version of what crusade, because most of the crusade documentation is done by Europeans. Yeah. So Arab point of view is something that he'll put forth. So it's very fascinating to see from both angles how this comes up. Yeah. So let's connect across the old Arabian, Arabian Sea, and then uh, you can actually see it passing right over the troubled spot, the Gulf of Hormuz. Yeah, so the Strait of Hormuz. Anyway, they are 2.5 hours behind us. Yeah, which allows us to leave slightly early as compared to what we would, right? Because if your body clock is still in Mumbai or anywhere in India, then it is easier for us. So not all days, 3 days we leave Aramse, but some days, especially when we are at Petra, I highly recommend that we leave early. Yeah. Luckily for us, we have a direct flight to and fro, which will be coming back. Yeah. So these are the flights which are there. We are flying by Royal Jordanian, very good airline. And as you can see, we'll be leaving at 6:10 in the morning in Mumbai and reaching there at 9:10. And while coming back, 8:30 is what you leave from in Amman, and you come back at 4 a.m. in Mumbai. Yeah. Uh, so why are flights not included in the, why are they separate? First of all, those who want to upgrade the class can do that. Those who want to extend their stay have the option of doing that. And you can save GST and TCS. If we club it together, then this becomes a problem. So this is a map. I've laid it like this for you to understand where north is to your right. Yeah, so you have the Mediterranean Sea to the top right-hand corner, whatever blue you see. In the heart of it, where you see blue, that is uh, the Dead Sea, which is there. And on the north of to the top of Dead Sea is Israel. To the bottom of Dead Sea is what you are going to see is Jordan. Yeah. So all this is Holy Land, and we'll talk about it slightly later. We land at the Queen Alia Airport, which is on the outskirts of Amman, and directly drive to Wadi Rum. So I always design it this way that in case of a bus failure, the bus failure shouldn't happen on the last day. Most people end in Wadi Rum, yeah. And if there is a technical problem, then it becomes and there's a breakdown. Arranging for another vehicle becomes a big problem, and you might end up missing your flight. So those who are asking why are you making me travel on the first day, it's better to travel on the first day when you start from the further end and come towards the departing place which is there. From Wadi Rum, we come to the magical land of Petra. From there to Dead Sea, then Amman, and then on outskirts of Amman, you are going to see a place which is known as Jerash. Yeah. So I almost look at this tour very, very similar to what would happen. In the 80s, there used to be multi-starrer movies, yeah, which would have four heroes, four heroines, and there would be two, three villains, and इसमें प्यार है, ड्रामा है, एक्शन है, रोमांस है, संगीत है, तो वैसा Jordan has a lot of diversity, and that is what is amazing. Yeah. So welcome to Levant. We land at this airport, which is Queen Alia Airport, a very modern structure. From where we drive to Wadi Rum. It's almost a 4-hour drive, in which we take a break in between to have lunch at a place called Pillars of Jerusalem. Now, this is a shopping come restaurant kind of setup on the highway, which is there. There are very few restaurants along the way. I actually went to each of them and chose the best one for you. And we reach our resort at around 4 o'clock. Uh, uh, and this is what Wadi Rum looks like. Yeah, it is magical. It is Mars on Earth. Very different, very dramatic. And the only other place I think so where I've seen such dramatic scenery was in Tibet, where every few hours the colors change. Yeah, I've been to Mansarovar and Kailash, and here you would sit and the clouds will change and everything changes. So it's very dramatic in the daytime, mornings, evenings. Every time the same location looks so different. Yeah, and this is a World Heritage Site to be preserved. So this is what we are going to see. Uh, the bus doesn't go to the camp because it is in the desert. We'll stop at a place where all your luggage will be put into open jeeps like these, yeah, canters, which will take you to the camp. And this is what your camp looks like. It is at the base of a cliff, yeah, and you can see all the serrations. This whole land was underwater at some point of time. So, wave lashes have created these, amazing formations which are there. And we stay in a Bedouin camp, which is owned by a Bedouin, yeah, where they make local authentic food.
सुजाता
Uh,
संगीता ये फैन
can,
चला देना प्लीज
can you put everybody on mute, Ashish? Okay, thank you. So, what we are essentially doing is in this Bedouin camp, which is uh, there are two types of camps. One are Bedouin camps, which have tents, and the other ones which are Martian landscape kind of ones, which have bubbles. Yeah, which are too modern for my taste. Actually, I have taken one which is nearer to what Bedouins even currently stay in, the kind of tents they stay in. They are not basic. They are good ones. They are air conditioned ones. So all that is not an issue. In the evening, we have a traditional Bedouin dinner where everything is cooked underground. Yeah, and then it is removed and then served to us. So the camp will be exclusively for us people. Yeah, the way I have arranged it. So though it can accommodate up to 30 people, we are only taking maximum 21 people. Yeah, and those who want after dinner, so dinner will be at around 7 o'clock. But after that, those who want to can sit and do a bit of stargazing. because there's very little light pollution in the sky from Earth that you can actually see good stars. Yeah. Uh, Next day morning, we are going to explore the Martian landscape, which is there. And this is also the place where Lawrence of Arabia, uh, he actually was there on ground here, as well as if you have seen the movie, it is all shot here. So many of the locations in the um, movie earlier was on Netflix. It has been removed and now it is available on Prime Video. So I would recommend those who want to come, or whether they are not sure whether they want to come, please see the movie. Yeah, that would motivate you to come. There's a large area with a lot of formations and desert in between, which you can see. And your camp is at one location and the village is at one location. But we'll go from there to a place right next to a camp, which is Sikh, uh, where there was actually at one point of time a prison, yeah, during World Wars. So that's an interesting place to be there. From there, we go to Lawrence of Arabia's house. uh, we are going to see mushroom rock. We are going to see a natural land bridge, yeah, which is created by erosion over millions of years. There are two of them. And then there are multiple things, various formations we'll see everywhere. And he'll talk about it in great detail. I'm not getting into all the formations, but there is one place where there are petroglyphs. So there are old inscriptions as well as animals which have been carved at some point of time. We'll stop at a place where he'll show how, the minerals available or used as makeup by the Bedouin women. Yeah, how to make cheeks redder and things like that. So it's very fascinating to look at things accordingly. And this is what you will go around for 4 hours. Yeah, in the morning we have a early breakfast, and we early as in we leave at 8 o'clock, but 8 to 12 we will be into the desert. We come back, and this is actually used to shoot many of the movies where they have shown Mars. Yeah, so because shooting on Mars is difficult, so Wadi Rum is the next place where you can see Mars. So you're going to see in the Sikh, we are going to see a place where Lawrence of Arabia's face has been carved. So it's called the bust of Lawrence of Arabia. And this is the house. What you see, what remains of the house of Lawrence of Arabia is what you will see. There are multiple bridges, there are mushroom rocks, all formations, space formations is what you will see. All this is what you are going to see. Lots of stuff. I'm not even getting into great amount of detail. Followed by lunch. Okay. After lunch, this might be at our camp itself or a restaurant nearby. After lunch, um, if you have seen Lawrence of Arabia, there are trains which are there, and we are going to stop at a train station where you can see Ottoman era trains, the way they have been preserved. So not only the engine, but the bogies and how people used to travel. A station from that era is all what you are going to see there. So it's beautiful. And by evening, we come to a place called Hayat Zaman, which is on the outskirts of Petra. Petra is the site like Ajanta and Ellora, while the main town is Wadi Musa, yeah, which means Valley of Moses. But we are not going to Wadi Musa. We are going to stay south of Wadi Musa on a cliff, yeah, on the edge of a cliff. There is a 200-year-old village, which one hospitality company bought out the entire village, build new houses for those people. And the old houses, which are 200 years old, have been converted into a resort. So you're going to stay in houses which are almost 200, 250 years old and which have been preserved in a way for you to experience, right? So that is what it is. Next day, this is a day when you have to leave very early because you have lots to see. So you have an early breakfast and you're going to wear your Indiana Jones hat and ride off to Petra. Yeah, so I'm going to explain what Petra is, and I have designed Petra in a way that depending upon your energy and capability, you can decide how much further you want to come to. Yeah, and that allows you to enjoy much. In the return journey, um, you can end up taking a golf cart. which is there, and you pay for it. Yeah. But I would recommend everybody should at least come up to Khazana or Treasury as it is called in English. Yeah. Beyond that, those who are into cutlets can come further with Mickey. That's not a problem. Mickey and the guide who will be there. So this is Wadi Musa. Yeah. If you can see, this is the town on this side of the mountain. And sorry, and this is the entrance to going to Petra. So Petra is on the other side. This is Petra. Yeah. And you walk along the approach road, which is about 850 meters, less than a kilometer, along which you will see gin blocks and many places. And we'll talk about it when we are there. And we come to the entrance of the Seek. Seek is a narrow channel cut by water in a mountainside, where at the narrowest, I think so, it is like a few, I think so, about 10 feet at the narrowest, and then it gets wide in between narrow, whatever. So it's very dramatic, amazing colors. And you walk along that for about a 1.2 kilometers, you walk, and suddenly you come to the treasury. Yeah. And there's a cafe at the treasury. You can choose to stay back at the treasury. Those who are more enthusiastic can walk another 800 meters. Along the way, you're going to see the street of facades, you're going to see a theater, and those who want to can climb up on the side of the hill to see the royal tombs. Still enthusiastic, you can walk another 800 meters to see the great temples. And there's a Byzantine church and a well and some other ruins which are there. But this is only for the, battle-hardened people who want to do it right till the end. Is it doable? Technically, it is doable. Yeah, if you add, those who have good maths can tell you that this is about 3.5 kilometers of walk. Yeah, but on the return, you can actually take two cars and come back. So that can be arranged. So you don't have to worry about it while coming back. And I wouldn't recommend going up to the monastery because that will add about 2 hours more. If you were going to spend the entire day here, it made sense. But you're going to get really tired because you're going to come back here again. I'll talk about. So this is the approach road. You can see these are the gin blocks to keep the gins. Yeah. And then there are a lot of tombs all along that you will see. This again is a World Heritage Site. So this is what the dramatic Sikh looks like. Yeah, and you walk through it because we are going early in the morning. We are leaving the resort at 7 o'clock in the morning. You won't have crowds. Yeah, and the image to the right is how you suddenly see the treasury. Yeah, the dramatic revelation. And when you come inside, this is what the treasury looks like. We further walk along the street of facades, which are all tombs carved into the cliff on both sides, and you see the Nabatean theater, which is there. So this is where performances would happen at one point of time, right? So this is what we are going to see. And from here, we see the royal tombs, but you have to climb up a bit on the side of the hill. Not much. I would say about 4 5 floors. 4 floors is what you need to climb to come to see these tombs which are there. Those who are going to walk further, there are two. There's a great temple and a Kasar al Bind. Both are temples, so you can walk up till here, and then I'll have there is a mechanism that we have worked out how to calculate who is where, whatever. So you don't have to worry about it. Monastery, which looks very similar to the treasury, is not something that I recommend. I think so. You have to walk up some more than 1,000 steps and go up to see it. Yeah, which is, in my view, very. We are going to have lunch at a place called Al Kantara. Kantara, not the movie Indian. This means the arch. Yeah. So the arch of castles and various this thing. So that's how the entire restaurant has been designed. And depending on what time we come back, either we do the Petra Museum first or we do Petra Museum afterwards, but before or after lunch. And it's a very beautifully curated museum done by the Japanese government. Yeah, so fabulously kept, and all the various eras have been very, articulately present. Those who have energy in the evening can choose for an optional Petra by night. What is Petra by night? The entire sea has small lamps put across, and you walk through it. If it is a moonlit night, then you will see moonlight streaming in. But it's a different experience as compared to day. You walk through the entire seat and you come to a treasury. Those who cannot sit on the floor because of there are chairs, but others are those who can are recommended to sit on the floor. And that is where all these lamps are illuminated. And there is a laser show which happens on the treasury itself. The entire history of Petra is projected on it, and people see it. So it's quite a spectacle. Uh, if you if you are able-bodied, I would highly recommend that you do this because it's an experience of a lifetime. Uh, then next day we are going to go to the Dead Sea, but on the way we are going to see what is known as the Shobak Castle, and this is a Crusaders castle built by the Europeans who had come to protect the Holy Land from the Muslims. So we are also going to see what the other side built later on. But they are restoring this entire castle, which has churches. Which has granary, which has a winery, and so on and so forth. So it's a beautiful castle. We'll go there, and after which we'll go along the highway, what is known as the King's Highway. We stop at a place where we can see the Dana Biosphere Reserve, which is a wildlife sanctuary in the valley below. And many people go for treks here, but we don't have the liberty to do that. But at least you get a lovely view of the Dana Reserve, and then we dramatically come down from the hills. Petra is in the mountains. We come down to the Dead Sea, and you can see the vegetation change, the rocks changing, everything changing. So it's very beautiful. And we come to Holiday Inn at Dead Sea, and this is where we are going to stay. Uh, we first have our lunch, and then lunch will be slightly late. Yeah. So if lunch is going to be slightly late, after that you have a choice to rest a bit, but Dead Sea is right next door. So whatever you want to do, go down to the Dead Sea, float on it, scrub yourself with the salt and mud there, and take a mud bath. Uh, there's a lot to do, and I would recommend that everybody should do it. So don't forget to carry your swimsuit along with you. And the only problem is at sunset, they prevent anybody from going into Dead Sea because just across the Dead Sea is Israel. Yeah. And you can actually see the lights of Jerusalem from your hotel uh, when sunset happens. So sun will set over Jerusalem where you are here. And next day you are going to leave late. You have, I think, so around 10 or 10:30 is when we will leave. So morning also you have the option of lazing around either in the pool or in the sea. Yeah. So that I leave it to you, how you spend your morning when you have your breakfast. Either you have your breakfast and then frolic around. But the importance is this is the lowest spot on the surface of Earth where you can go. So it's almost some 250 meters below sea level. Yeah, that is what Dead Sea is. So nowhere in the earth where can you go lower than this, unless until you are underwater, yeah, on land. From here, we go to Bethany beyond Jordan. This is the place where it is believed Jesus Christ was baptized. You can see my photograph to the right. This is the spring in which he was baptized. So, this is where the water comes from, St. John the Baptist spring. And then it comes further, and this is the spot where he would have been baptized. Yeah? The structure that you see to the left. There is a museum, there is a Greek Orthodox church there. So, we see all of that, and we come to a spot where you can literally shake hands with somebody from Israel. Yeah, the same spot where you can go and touch the Jordan River, and on the other side you have people, pilgrims coming from Israel to see the same spot. After which we are going to have a devout lunch. uh, uh, why I'm using the word devote is important. Is that uh, traditionally, this is the place where people would catch fish. Those who came to Holy Land for a pilgrimage will end up catching fish in the Jordan River and eat it as a blessing. And that is what we are going to do. We are not going to catch the fish, but we are at least going to taste the fish, all those who are non-vegetarians. And it's a Lebanese restaurant, which is called Moringa, which have their own pools where they breed this fish. Because Jordan River is now down to a trickle, so you can't expect fish there. So fish are bred here, and they catch it. Fresh fish is caught and served to you. Yeah. Many people who have more time to spare actually catch the fish and then it is cooked, but we don't have that liberty. Yeah. Because we have to go up the mountain to Mount Nebo, and this is the point where Moses saw the Holy Land for the first time. He and his followers who had come till here. So there is the old church here, and what you see here is actually the mosaic flooring. This entire area is very popular for mosaic designs, and you can actually buy it later on when we go to Madaba. Yeah, and so we'll come to Madaba. There are multiple archaeological parks, locations we'll see, which we'll walk down and end at the Greek Orthodox Church, on the floor of which is what you see to the right, which is the oldest map of Holy Land existing, which is made out of mosaic on the floor. Yeah, and it's beautiful to see that something like this has been preserved uh, for centuries, more millennia, you can say. Right. In the evening, we reach Amman, which is the capital, and it is on high altitude compared to Dead Sea. Yeah, so it is up in the hills, and we check into a hotel which is called the Grand Palace. Uh, there will be a welcome dinner to Amman, which all of us have together, and then rest because next day we are going to see Pax Romana. So we go to one of the best preserved cities from the Roman Empire called Jerash. Yeah, and you're going to love this because it has everything that if you've not been to Italy or any of the other Roman ruins which are there, this is the best place. So you have the Hadrian's Arch, Emperor Hadrian's Arch, and the Hippodrome, where there will be chariot races, Ben-Hur style, uh, or there would be gladiator fights, which would be there. And from here, you go further and you see two great temples, one dedicated to Zeus, yeah, and the other to Athena. This is one of the Athena's temple actually has swinging pillars, so pillars actually swing. So that is something that you will see. You will see theaters, you will see the Nymphanium, which was a fountain where people would drink water and spend their evening. It's and there's a museum attached to it also, so you will see that too. After which we'll have lunch at Artemis restaurant, which will be there, and then we are going to see a castle called Ajlu. Yeah, this those who have come with me to Egypt uh, are aware of citadel of Saladin. Yeah, and Saladin is a man who was born in what is today Syria, comes to Egypt, gets power, and then goes to drive out the crusaders who have come in. So he builds this Azulun castle. So we'll see Azulun castle in detail. It's beautiful and very different landscape from what you have been seeing in the desert. Yeah, where here it is green and uh, uh, really lush and nice. So while coming back to the city, we will go to the Royal Automobile Museum and see the royal cars which are there and immaculately maintained. Uh, this is the only day where dinner is not included because we come to the downtown and here you can shop and what would be equivalent of a Sardar Pav Bhaji is a place called Hashem's. Now it's very difficult to arrange for a dinner at Hashem's because it's always crowded. But highly recommend that you have your dinner here. There will be about 2 hours given for you to have dinner and to shop around. So Mickey will show you around that locations where you can buy spices, where you can buy local food and other things, or clothes, and where you can have where is Hashem's, where you have local food which is there to eat. Yeah. And the last day is where we are going to amble around in Amman. We go to the citadel from where everything starts. The oldest part of the citadel is actually a Stone Age cave. Yeah. And from Stone Age to various layers, we are going to see, including the caliphates and so on and so forth. Right. So, very, very important place. This is where Amman, the core of Amman is, yeah, the citadel, which is there, and it affords a lovely view of the entire city around it, which is in the valleys below. Uh, there's also archaeological museum here, which you are going to see, and then we go to a place which is known as the Hashemite Square, where you have two theaters which are there, performance theaters, which are from the Roman times, and they have two museums attached to it. So we are going to see also that about lifestyle and how they used to stay and the arts which are there. Uh, After lunch, we are going to do the Jordan Museum, uh, which is one of the largest museums in Middle East, very immaculately maintained. Ground floor, you see evolution of Jordan. Uh, First floor is where you will go and see what is the Islamic contribution to the scientific world. Yeah? How many of the things that we know that many of these have gone from India to the Arab land, the knowledge, and from there it has gone to the Western world. But you're going to see pre-Islamic stuff, Islamic stuff, post, so the entire Roman era, so many ruins, artifacts which you display here. But the most important ones are the Dead Sea Scrolls, which were found not very far from where Jesus was baptized. Yeah, so we'll actually see the cave where Dead Sea Scrolls, when we are there, where the Dead Sea Scrolls were found. Yeah, and then in the evening we catch a homeward bound flight to come back. Weather is going to be 16 to 23 degrees in Wadi Rum. It's going to 16 to 28 in Petra, and that's why we are going to leave early. Amman is also going to be good, so don't worry. And this don't look at it from a Mumbai point of view, because there is no humidity. So it is in Mumbai when so this is more like Mumbai winter without the humidity is what you look at. And um it's very rare to have a currency which is stronger than US dollars, but here it is. So one Jordanian uh, uh, dinar is equal to 1.4 USD, and that is equal to 135 Indian rupees. Yeah, so it is expensive as a country. And health considerations, 10,000 steps is what you should be able to walk. In Petra, you'll end up walking more. But if you can't walk 10,000 steps, then I don't think so. You should be coming for a tour like this. How much it is going to cost you? So we'll have a early bird uh, system which is there. All of you know how we work. So it starts at 13.99 and goes up to 15.99. If you take the lowest bracket which is there and multiply it by 97, it comes to 135. Add a 5% GST and 2% TCS, it comes to 145. Air tickets actually have come down, is what they'll be around 50. So, and visa will be complimentary. Insurance, 800 to 1000 is what the range will be. And your booking amount is 30,000 rupees. So, we are at 1399. Now, if you don't book on time before the early bird offer, then you're going to end up paying about almost 21,000 more. Yeah. Same if you're a single, then this is what it is going to cost you. You're not going to share a room with somebody. And if you are single and come late, then this is what it is going to cost you. So this gives you an indication of what the costing is. How much money to carry? One meal is about 10 to 15 US dollars. All tips put together are 42 US dollars. but you can give a round of figure of 40, which you pay there. Shopping can be between 200 and 500. Yeah, so that is what it is. If you want us to book your flights and your insurance, then you pay a facilitation fee of 1999, that is 2000 rupees, which is inclusive of GST, and that will cover your flight tickets and insurance. Visa is included in your package. Yeah, so you don't have to, we'll do it. 10th July is when booking has actually already started. 10 July is when uh, by midnight of that is when we close our early this thing. Till then, everybody gets rank one, and beyond that, people will end up paying higher rank. Yeah. Any questions? Happy to take if there are any questions. Has anybody put anything already booked? Already looking forward. Not only excellent, very excellent, Bharatji. We all know this. Thank you. And there's Astha Girotra who has put her number. Yeah. Which we'll get in touch with. Uh, Ashish, please make a note. Happy to take questions if any. Either it is absolutely clear or it is too confusing.
Hi, Bharat.
Hi, hi, hi.
Hi, Nandini this side. Good
Hi,
evening.
good evening.
Yeah, of course, it was very well articulated. I'm already very,
Thank
very
you.
excited. Looking
Thank
forward.
you.
This would be my first international trip with you. I've done about 3 to 4 walking tours with Khaki.
Lovely.
So, and Jordan has always been in my bucket list. So, eagerly
Great.
looking forward. So, the
Great.
question that I have is like from 399 we
Yeah.
will you would be deducting the 30,000 as a booking amount and
Yeah. Yeah.
pay the
Yeah.
rest.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what about the exchange rate? Because today the exchange rate is slightly lower. It's about
No, no,
95
no.
point.
So if you go through the brochure, yeah,
Uh-huh.
if you don't already have not gone through the brochure, we'll send you the brochure.
No, I
Uh,
have the brochure. I
yeah.
have the
So the
brochure.
brochure says when you have to pay on that day, whatever is the exchange rate on ICICI Bank, that is the rate that we'll compute it.
Okay.
On
So
yeah, that is about how many days before Ashish will tell you, 45 days or 30 days. Various countries have various
It's on
this thing.
14th of September.
14th of September, whatever is the rate is what will be applicable on that day, exchange rate. Which it might
okay.
be lower, it might be higher, whatever is for
So
that
like
day.
but when I pay you
Yeah.
1399 minus 30,000, what would
Yeah.
be the exchange rate that I would have to consider? Because anyway,
That
to
day,
avail
that
that day.
day when you
Okay.
pay whatever is on the ICICI Bank website,
Okay.
the
Okay.
rate is what you pay. Simple.
Okay. Okay. So suppose I pay tomorrow. So would someone from your team let me know the exchange rate?
No, tomorrow you have to only pay the booking amount, no?
Booking
You
amount
don't
I've
need
already
to.
paid 30
Then you
30K.
have to pay on September. Why do you want to pay now?
Oh, okay, okay. So I've got my tickets, I've got my insurance through you,
Okay,
and
okay,
and the initial payment that I've already done on the 25th of June. So I
great.
can sleep easy till the 14th of
100%.
September, right?
Yes,
Okay.
totally, totally.
Okay, okay. Thanks.
Yeah. Any other questions? I'm happy
Mm.
to take
Yeah.
those.
Hi, Bharat. When we
Yeah,
are walking through Petra, will the
yeah,
local guide be with us even when we want to
yeah.
walk those extended areas?
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay, okay, super.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, he's a Entu Cutlet. He looks straight out of Mechanis Gold, one of the characters out of Mechanis Gold. Very interestingly, his name is Adil Shishani, and Shishani means
Okay.
he's actually a Chechen by origin. Yeah, so he comes from
Oh.
Chechnya in what is
Mm.
today. So his ancestors have come from there. That's
Mm-hmm.
what. But very fascinating guy. He usually hosts for National Geographic tours, so you can
Oh, is it?
understand
Okay.
the kind of quality of writing
Mm-hmm.
that.
Right, yeah. Okay, great. Looking forward to that.
Hmm. Lovely.
Bharat,
Yeah, go ahead. Sir. Tell me.
this time, Madam is not going to be accompanying me. So
Okay.
I'm just considering, but
Yeah.
she's very keen that I go.
Packing
So
you off.
No, not Peggy. She's very busy with her
Yes, yes, I can understand.
till February.
Yes, yes, yes.
I will get in touch with Ashish and
Please do, sir. Please do.
I'm trying to persuade my brother to come.
Okay.
If he doesn't come, I will come because
Yeah.
I've read a lot about the great game, which is, my friend Jairaj Savarkar has written a fascinating book
Yes,
called The
yes.
Great Game.
Yeah.
The entire Anglo-French uh, conspiracy. It should say game, but it was a real conspiracy to how to dismantle the Ottomans.
Yeah. Yes, totally. They literally chopped off and ensured that they don't get any oil.
And
And all the local dadas were made kings.
no, that's right. But this all these countries are artificial, and that's why all
Yeah,
these
totally.
issues
Totally. And you'll see it
artificial.
when you are there, how artificial it is.
Completely artificial. Okay.
Totally. Totally.
So good. So let's see. I think I'll most probably be able to make it, but my good assistant, not assistant, helper, Ashish, I'll let him know.
Yeah. Ashish will coordinate with you.
Because Ashish has been our 4 trips with you.
Yes.
He has been the go-to man. Go-to.
Yes. He's always there.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, on the day he was getting married, also he was releasing visas for people. So that shows his commitment.
Anyway.
Okay.
Anyway,
Anybody
wonderful.
else? Any questions? Yeah.
Okay.
I can hear you.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
No, your voice is very garbled.
How about it now? Okay, I'll text it.
No, I can hear you now.
Okay. So my question is, are you going to be there?
No, Mickey will be there. The gentleman who is there in the blue turban. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Mickey
Hi,
will
Mickey.
be.
Okay.
Yeah. So Mickey
Okay,
will be
great.
hosting this.
And this extra one day, do you think it's worth staying and for anything?
Your call, but there's no direct flight after that day. So you'll have to wait for 2 days if you want a direct flight. Otherwise, you will have to fly via Qatar or something of that sort. So I don't think so. It's worth. This is good enough. You are getting everything in the period which is there. So
All right. Okay.
But there is a question in chat.
yeah,
Nandini is asking, presume
yeah.
there would be a guide during Petra by night.
Petra by night. Actually, you don't need a guide. Our tour manager will be there. So Nikki will be there. Guide may be there, may not be there. You just have to walk down the same route. You don't need anything because you have seen everything before, and it's a show, right? So our representative certainly will be. So that you don't have. We won't leave you in a lurch. Don't worry. Uh, many of the people here have traveled to 3-4 countries with us. So we usually plan very meticulously in terms of how do you get the bang for your buck, maximum amount of stuff, which is there. Who else? Who else? I can see Srinivas Krishnan. Any questions? Let me know. Mayank. I can see who else? Who else is there? Mr. Subhash Rao. If anything, I can Astha. Girotra. So, any questions from Asta's side? Happy to
Well, that
clarify.
would be my first time. Hi, Bharat. So I'm
Hi.
really keen on it. One of my
Yeah.
friends is a globetrotter. So
Oh, lovely.
he's been already. So I don't know. I'm just competing to, and he's been he's from
See,
Mumbai. So
yeah.
even though he
I-
doesn't reside there,
yeah.
but somehow he's now an American citizen.
Sure.
So that dub bug has caught me. So just to tease him, see, I'm not. I'm also catching up. And of course, you are the best bet for sure.
Thank you.
But I would be
Thank you.
missing having you there because it's my
Oh,
first.
no,
So
yes.
you are synonymous to Khaki, so that would be good.
No, no,
Not
no.
denying the fact that Mickey would be not taking us around well, but still, let's see. Let's see. I just
Yeah.
have to work out my dates. That's all. Yeah, and everything. Looks super interesting actually.
Yes, yes.
I have my pictures of yeah.
I
My
actually
friends.
spent some 12 days there to craft this so that you get it
Okay.
right. That's all. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. So hoping to have many more and of course start with this
Yes,
one. Let's see.
yes, yes.
It's gonna be nice. Yeah.
Yes, certainly,
Yeah.
certainly, certainly, certainly.
Great.
Any questions from Sharda, Meera? Uh, I can see Roxanne, uh, Sonia is there, Anahita. Any questions?
Um,
Happy to take. Ro is there. So,
Bharat, just a quick hello to you.
yeah, hi, hi, hi.
Sorry, I joined in just 5 minutes back,
No
and
issues. We'll send you the
I'll I'll
recording.
go I'll go through the recording. I'm not
Yes,
very sure about the dates. I need to work
no
it out,
worries.
so probably I'll take a couple of days to see. I'm very keen, but I'm not very sure. But I'll
No
go through
issues.
the recording.
Please do, please do, please
Yeah.
do. Ashish will share it with you. Not a problem. Yeah.
I think recording will surely pull her in because I were having my two thoughts about it after seeing the insight of the stuff we want to do. I mean, it's crazy.
Frankly, I have not revealed everything because then I like to keep a few
Oh,
surprises.
okay. There's
Yeah,
still so
that's all
much
I.
yet to be
Yeah,
discovered then. Okay.
yes, totally, totally, totally. There should be some surprise, no, when you land there.
Of
Hoga.
course.
Of course, of
Yeah.
course.
Bharat, this 30,000 is for two persons or one person? You get
Sorry, sorry.
30,000, the
No,
booking
per
amount.
person, per person, per person.
So it is 60 for two people.
Two people. It is 60.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And looking forward for this because the
Yes,
Petra has
please.
been a dream,
Yes,
and I want to make the most out of it. Actually.
it,
Yeah.
you wouldn't regret. Trust me on
Yeah.
this.
I think so. Yeah.
Because most people end up what they do is they land in Petra at 9:30 and spend the day. It becomes hot, you can't walk. So by the time people are coming in, you would have finished most of Petra. And you would have got enough photographs without crowd and things like that. Because you're
Yeah.
starting at 7 in the morning.
All right.
That's how it is.
Is it kind of the tourist season there at this time, or
Because I very difficult to predict what would be the situation in October. It is tourist season, without doubt. But very difficult to say how crowded it would be because the Gulf tensions have kept away people for some amount of time. But I very difficult to say. When I went, if you go early, then it's not a problem because then you will get a treasury with a barely 4 or 5 people in front of it at the most. Otherwise, earlier, I mean, pre-COVID, it used to be the other station at times. So as compared to that, it is much better.
yeah, hope it is the case when we go as well.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. So those who are coming, start walking, build your, glutes and thigh muscles and hamstrings and all, strengthen them because you have to walk, walk, walk. That's all.
The only surprising part to me was that the currency is higher than, I'm
Yeah,
shelling out 130 more than
yeah.
the US trip one would be actually. So that makes me a little this thing. Oh, really?
No, no.
Why?
So, no, but you are paying in dollars anyway. No? It's only one meal you have to pay for.
Okay.
So where will you shop? You will shop at Madaba. You will shop a bit at Wadi Rum maybe, but essentially Madaba where they make inlay, those mosaic. You will get coasters. You will get mugs which are made out of inlay, mosaic inlays, and you will end up buying Dead Sea spa material. All the mud packs and whatever salt scrubs and things like that and local spices and food and probably some kefir and gowns, which are traditional gowns, which are great, like kaftan types. So all that you will buy. I'll tell you where to buy what. So Vicky will tell you where to buy what exactly. So that should not be. Any other questions? Apurva is there. I can see.
Bharat, there is a question from Sharda. The buffet
Ha,
at hotel will also be local food or we
local food. Local food. Local food.
How
So
about
it's a mix. It's a mix. When we are at Dead Sea, it's a mix, a bit European and bit local. But
so?
other hotels, it is essentially local food. Yeah, either Jordanian or Lebanese.
So veggies.
Bharat,
Yeah, veggies are not a problem.
sorry.
Veg will be taken care of. Yeah, somebody was saying something.
Yeah, I was just saying that the best part of your tour is that, you give us a local flavor and international food and not Indian food. So that's the
Yeah.
best part about your tour.
The amount of we tasted horse meat, right?
Yeah.
In Kazakhstan. Anaita and her
Mm.
cousin were there with us in Kazakhstan where they tasted horse meat.
Yeah, we had such a lovely time.
Yes. So looking forward to host all of you. Uh, you can take down Swanand's number, which he has put out, or you can, all those who have in the past communicated with Ashish, they can be in touch with Ashish either way. And um, let us know because we don't have too much time. So
Yeah.
let's gallop and do something. Yeah.
So just a small thing. So homework is to watch Lawrence of Arabia, read
Yeah.
up on the Crusaders, on Saladin.
Yeah. We'll give you
And
reading material also, don't worry.
that'll be great. Yeah.
So we
So
give mobile friendly reading material in form of a PDF which you can read.
great.
Yeah, which is called the handy guide, which will run into about 150 pages, but not very complicated with maps, with illustrations, with
That's great. Because the Nabatean culture also is something that we want to know about. And
yeah,
they had the frankincense trade also was something which they own.
yeah.
So it'll be interesting to buy frankincense also over there.
Yeah, yeah, you'll get a lot of stuff. So probably buying some of the stuff in Petra might be expensive. There are caves in which they sell, but it is more expensive at Petra. While in Amman, there will be shops which will be very similar to our Ayurvedic shops, where you can get those things much cheaper. So where we are going to go to the downtown, uh, ladies, just keep a lot of space for Dead Sea products to be gifted to all your friends. They will love it. Yeah, you get small packs to large packs of Dead Sea mud, which you can ooze out and put as a facial. So my wife bought many of these, and all her friends were very, very happy, and it's not very expensive. So you will get a lot of brownie points in your social circle.
What about the 10-minute float? The floating part, does that
Yeah, yeah.
also do some wonders, or it will be just for a while?
I don't know. I don't know whether I'm
This
looking better, but I did that about 6 months back. But I leave it to you. There is a guy who shows you how to put salt and mud on your body and scrub it.
Okay.
So yeah, so there's a guard who's always there at the Dead Sea when you go down, and not a problem. So you'll have a lovely time.
So we'll
The only
we'll feel the highest at the lowest point of the earth.
yes, yes, totally. And as usual, people will always complain, अरे काश ये और 4 दिन रह सकते थे इधर." But there is time उतना ही है और पैसा भी उतना ही है लोगों के पास. Yeah, you can read a newspaper while floating on the Dead Sea. Yeah, you certainly can. So it's an experience. You'll love it. Yeah, so make sure you pack up all the necessary things which are there, and we do a icebreaker session where all those who are going meet up in our office so that you can interact and you break ice much before you go. We create a WhatsApp group in which people can share stuff and so on. So you end up making a lot of friends. Uh, uh, Mr. Kulkarni can vouch for it. Yeah, he has been to multiple trips with us, and Anuradha, I can see her, and yeah, I mean the amount of dinners and lunches Anuradha has had with the people who came to Uzbekistan with us. Yeah, so that's how it is. So you will end up making a lot of friends.
Yeah, some of the best times, the best trips. Really.
Great, great.
Yes.
Chalo, looking forward with this, I think so. Let's close the session. Reach out to us. Happy to answer all your questions, which will be there.
Okay.
Ira Desai, looking forward to my 5th tour with Khaki. Lovely. I know, is this going to be a 5th tour or Indonesia is coming before this? No? So, okay. Okay, great. Looking forward. Bye. Take
Okay,
care.
thank you.
Bye.
Thank you,
Thank
Bharat. Thank you
you.
very
Take care,
much.
guys.
Bye.
Looking
Bye,
forward to seeing you.
everybody. See
Yeah.
you all
Bye.
soon.
Catch
Bye.
up.
Good
Bye.
night.
Yeah. Bye.
Good
Bye.
night.
Everybody.
Bye.